Plagued rapper and actor Tupac Shakur is the age of 25, just about a week after sustaining 4 bullet wounds last Saturday.
American actor and musician Tupac Shakur, 25, was shot 4 times last Saturday night in Las Vegas, and it has been around a week since then. I need to talk to you about something. Mia Puppet previously said, "If something ever goes wrong, don't tell anybody my name in the house." She also mentioned seeing Diddy and Suge night, as well as many of their allies, but she also said, "I don't want to be involved in stuff with negative stuff." New bombshells are being dropped, and this time Knight should be blaming people. Keep watching as we explore the most recent and unexpected turns in the Tupac blockbuster story that have fans in shock. I've noticed that I'm portrayed in the media as a gangster, but that's not true. Welcome back to the Celebrity Live channel, everyone. The sleek black BMW was hit by over a dozen bullets on that tragic night in Vegas. The world of hip-hop lost one of its biggest stars just seconds after Suge Knight and Tupac left the boxing ring, and 6 days after that terrifying incident. Fast forward 6 months, and the East Coast rap scene suffered a similar blow. In 1997, the legendary Biggie Smalls met an unsettlingly similar demise. Even after decades have passed, the mysterious death cloud surrounding Tupac and his rival Biggie's horrifying murders remains an unsolved mystery. However, in a twist that no one anticipated, Suge Knight, the former president of Death Row Records, broke his silence and dropped clues that may point to some truth. Tupac is a legend. As I previously stated, he wasn't born. Rather, he was sent to us. According to insider rumors, Suge Knight is criticizing hip-hop mobile artist Diddy personally and throwing some major shade. Wait, there's more. If you've been following the scene, you'll know, or are about to find out from us, that just last week we caught wind of a groundbreaking development. Word on the street is that a new confidential witness has emerged, breathing life into the sudden investigations surrounding Tupac and Biggie. Knight, ensconced in his prison cell, is allegedly spilling some tea that implicates Diddy in the untangled web surrounding Tupac and Biggie's cases. If these murmurs hold water, this could be the tip of an iceberg that's waited decades to reveal itself, and their importance to the police on the street. Then and here, it's important to understand the background in order to fully understand the dark tale of Biggie and Tupac in the end of their animosity. Tupac Shakur was shot here in Las Vegas, and he is weighing in on the renewed homicide investigation. Now revelations from the prison straight from Suge are coming to light. Could it be that Suge Knight is the undercover informant? If so, this twist could blow the lid off the entire case and finally shed much-needed light on one of hip-hop's darkest chapters. Hip-hop in the early 1990s was no stranger to rivalry. The tip between East Coast and West Coast artists intensified with the media, and record labels adding fuel to the fire, setting the two coasts against each other more than just professional rivalries. The story begins with the escalating feud between East and West in the 1990s and the conspicuous role of the one and only Suge Knight. People were starting to say it's East Coast-West Coast rivalry because it was people just trying to make money. It was true people trying to make careers, people trying to become famous. At the center of it all were extremely personal grudges with Tupac and Biggie. I informed my friends that South Side's up here. My friends, that was at 662. The 90s hip-hop scene was marked by a monumental feud between East and West Coast artists, with the tragic deaths of Tupac and the notorious B.I.G. serving as the clash's crescendo. With the formidable figure of the West Coast in the middle of it all, everyone had their guns out and we knew something terrible was about to happen. As the brains of Death Row Records, Marion Suge Knight in that era, Knight's label came to be associated with hip-hop excellence, but his reputation extended beyond his musical abilities. His tough-as-nails business style, connections to gangs, and various criminal misadventures made him a divisive figure in the hip-hop community. His name, which was once mentioned in whispers, rose to notoriety when it was believed that he was connected to the deaths of Tupac and notorious B.I.G. Two of rap's most illustrious figures because of his roots in the perilous Lee gang. Okay, hold on to your seat because the saga continues and the latest tea is hotter than ever. Let's go back to '96 when the rap world was left reeling by Tupac's occurs at an exit in Sin City. World Suge co-founded Death Row Records alongside Dr. Dre in 1991, propelling it to the top of the industry. However, the shadows of his criminal past never really left him. Though there were suspicions and finger-pointing everywhere, Suge Knight was the talk of the town. A year after Biggie was shot down in Louisiana, more rumors surfaced, and this time, Suge's name was included. The legendary lyrical battle between Biggie and Tupac is well known, but what really raised eyebrows was a little-known fact that Shake had threatened Biggie in the past. Despite Suge's adamant denials, many speculated about his possible involvement in the inner circle with both stars, and the cloud of suspicion continued to linger after the bombshell. It was a major curveball, especially given Detective Greg Keating's confident statement a few years prior that "I don't think I know Tupac was shot by Orlando Anderson. There were at least 4 other co-conspirators and the drama escalates." Suge himself made revelations during his prison chat with Michael Carlin that contradicted widely held beliefs. Suge called out the Lapt and Reggie Wright, the former security head of Death Row Records, suggesting their role in the dark tales of Tupac, and Biggie Chugg alleged that he had explicitly asked Wright to ensure Tupac's safety, but it never materialized because, in Suge's words, Reggie was in on the deal. Here's where the plot thickens. While Rigid consistently denied ties to left officers David Mack or Rafael Perez, should the revelations paint a different picture, tying both officers directly to Tupac's tragic end, and according to the internet's buzzing community, these connections go way deeper than just music. Now for the juiciest bit yet, a seismic claim has erupted hinting at Diddy as the puppeteer behind Tupac's tragic assassination. As astounded, why would a figure as influential as Diddy harbor such a dark secret? Scariest situation of my life, because of the level of power that we had, it could have gone really bad. According to insiders well versed in the maze of hip-hop feuds, the bitter rivalry between the East and West Coast posts had become far more than just lyrical warfare. It was a jungle of a business, and supremacy was the greatest award for Diddy. Tupac was more than just a rival. The California love rapper's influence was exploding and posing a threat to Diddy's hegemony. As a result, insiders speculate that Diddy may have felt pressured to engineer Tupac's demise in order to maintain control. The rumors are wild that he planned every secret detail and used his vast network of contacts in the industry to set the stage for the hit, all the while making sure he stayed safely hidden. The city was waiting for me to reveal what I was saying, so if you thought that was the conclusion, get ready for another round of accusations from Suge Knight, who is renowned in his own right. From behind bars, he claims that the law has been blinded by its pursuit of mere pawns, while the real kingpin, digging deeper into insider claims, Diddy is said to have engaged elite crime circles, using their knowledge to ensure that Tupac's death was swift and untraceable. After all, with Tupac out of the picture, Diddy was able to cement his Bad Boy Records dominance unhindered by West Coast challenges. It was a documentary that made claims that we know weren't true, so we know we don't talk about things that are ridiculous, like Biggie's tragic end, although Suge has been somewhat reticent in the excerpts of the interview that have been released thus far. Murmuring a different story, some think that Chugg, in an ironic twist-laden, may have taken up vengeance for Tupac's case, linking him to the Biggie death conspiracy accusations. Argue that Biggie's murder was a terrifying declaration of war, indicating that the dispute was far from finished, and that you should look over it, since the hip-hop artist, with fans fervently dissecting every bit of information and creating their own theories, the community has always been vocal. With the recent revelations regarding the Tupac-Biggie conspiracy, YouTube in particular has transformed into a virtual town hall meeting, echoing with a cacophony of opinions and speculations. One impassioned comment reads, "Please. Hopefully, Biggie Smalls' case will be reopened and the guilty party will be arrested." Several of Tupac's and Biggie's fans are still yearning for closure decades after their lives ended. They're not just looking for answers, they're seeking justice and a sense of peace, as demonstrated by the palpable thirst for justice that permeates these words. Another YouTube detective claims that Suge and Diddy made a deal. Suge was engaged in Biggie's death inlay, and Diddy was involved in Tupac's death in Vegas. It's not difficult to see how this viewpoint represents the long-standing belief of a quid pro quo between the two hip-hop moguls, a mutual understanding, perhaps, or a game of chess, with the streets of America's hip-hop heartland serving as the unlucky board. The statement "whoever is responsible should be held accountable and face justice" reveals a universal sense, and it is clear how deeply we feel. It's about the essence of justice, not merely fan theories or the voracious human thirst for gossip. The moral compass that guides people and the widespread conviction that, despite their circumstances, they are nevertheless subject to the law amid the hope and cries for justice. A commenter, possibly debilitated by the innumerable conspiracy theories in the murky waters of the entertainment industry,